The drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Falcons.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
And it's third down.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Complete to number 15.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And the Falcon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
The ball carrier.
15 yards, first down Atlanta. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Second down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Goff. He's got it at the 15.
That's good.
It's a big play there for the Browns. And even 50 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
30-yard line.
Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Falcons.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
End of the 1st quarter with no score.
To throw now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff would be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this beat.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dante Fowler make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in there.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Damian Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick
Now
off.
he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Goff. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
Cleveland Browns.
A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Let's bring it. 2 for 1. Switch.
Out of the gun. Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Whoa. 24, check 24. Watch the pass.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
15-yard loss. It's second down.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throw here out of the gun. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I have my...
Yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off around the 41. run. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
They'll take over.
How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards the gain there, second down. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Second and a yard.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
2nd and 10, Goff again. That's out to Chubb, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Goff. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 4 yards of the completion, and it sets up a third down. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. The Browns D locked in on third down. Brings up fourth. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead in the intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
2nd and 4. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the, and that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
42 yards on the play.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Receiver, the ball carrier. He was taken down by Grant Delpit. 1-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's Harris. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. The The Browns D locked in on third down. Brings up fourth. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
We're good. We're good. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
3rd and long. It's Goff. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Harris. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They run again with Harris, and he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of a yard.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down near the 5. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
It's up 2nd and 10.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
I got you. 45 the mic. 45 the mic. Obama. 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 Hey, check mic 45. Check mic 45. I got one. I got one. Listen. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Here's Goff. And He comes back with one complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Goff now looking to throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, it's gone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on for the X.
Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game. So you can see an old school approach here. That's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Falcons 19, Browns 14.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
I'm ready to take over, baby. Staying, no.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there.
He's got a man complete. The 20.
All you got to do is look
Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 76 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Dustin Hopkins on for the X.
Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
54 mark.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a 1st down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. The shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And in inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Stephon Tuitt, his second sack of the night.
Hindsight is 20/20, Parvin. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
At the 45-yard line.
54, right there, 54 mark. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 52.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
The pass.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He's back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
54, mark, 56.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Back to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether You keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. Tonight's final score, Browns.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback, because we've been in games before. We've done games